Here he is at the last.
Just sit down that centre there, and he's just turned it a little bit to the left, but it should be okay.
Ian, this will be a special moment for him, though, won't it? He will really enjoy this walk up this 18th hole.
Definitely right, Brett. It's a major championship, this. Australian PGA. There's a look at where the two balls are on this 18th green. Play that like a bunker shot, open the face of the lob wedge out. And just flum it up onto the green. Can't do much with it, unfortunately.
Let it rip.
Looks like about half an hour to uncoil after that.
How's it back? Good drive from Robert Willis. He really has played some pretty solid golf today. I was watching pretty closely how Stephen Ames was playing that, because I've seen several players down in there this afternoon, and even though it's only 2 metres away, it was a brilliant effort to get it that close.
Yeah, same thing. Great little touch shot there from Terry Price. Just nipped it out of that fluffy rough. Big upslope he was on. He'll have that for a birdie, and if he can just pick up a shot on Stephen Ames here at the last, he can tie him for second place.
So let's bring you up to date with the situation. Stephen Ames arrives at the 72nd hole, 6 under the card. Terry Price arrives at the 72nd, 5 under. They are second and third behind this man, David Howell.
He's just laid up with a 6-iron down the fairway.
And as the boys said, he's going to enjoy his walk up the 18th, the 72nd hole for this championship, and he'll walk up to the ball in the middle of the fairway.
Very, very quick right to left putt, and like so many before him. It's a good par. He played a fine second shot in there. It was unfortunate to finish in such a bad lie. But it's a wonderful championship for Stephen Ames. He's finished at 6 under.
Closing round of 68 from the man from Trinidad and Tobago, who's been smiling his way around this golf course all week.
And he's left the door open for Terry Price, who now has this putt of 2 metres to tie Stephen Ames for second place.
Not a bogey on the card today for Stephen Ames. Very well played. He's been fighting a stiff centre of his back all week. He's been getting a massage and some work on that each morning before he's gone out. So it's a credit to him to have played as well as he has.
We know this turns quite a lot left to right.
Great way to finish.
It's a 69 for Terry Price. Birdie 16, birdie 18. Very positive stuff there from Terry. Look out for Terry at the ANZ Tournament Players Championship next week. It's tied for second place here. We'll head back down the fairway to Rob Willis.
Yeah.
Just waiting for everyone to get settled in the gallery. The crying babies, he's used to that. Father, a family man himself. And Ozzy's got the long iron out.
Yeah, he's got 3-iron out. He's got 221 metres. I feel he's going to hit it over the left-hand trap and try and feed it onto the green that way.
Great shot.
He's played it down the left, but I think it's not far enough left to get on the green.
Oh. Well, once again, that neck of rough that comes out and protects this green. And as he walks up there, we'll go down to Tim Webster, who's watching this play as we come up towards the 18th green.
Yes, indeed. One of the great rounds of the day, Craig. Spent 67. Well played.
Thank you. It was good.
Yeah, nice to have a round like that in the final round, particularly round here.
It was, because last year I got to within about 5-6 shots behind, and I blew it down the last 4. So I made a couple of bogeys, but finished birdie, so it was a big big improvement from last year.
And also surely must be a confidence booster playing on a tough golf course like this with some important events coming up.
Yeah, it's good to start the year off well. I started the year off well last year and got on a roll, and I'm glad that I've done that so far this year, and we've certainly got some good tournaments coming up to improve on.
Well done. We'll see you in Queensland next week.
Thanks very much.
Craig Spence with Tim Webster. And here is the man enjoying a cooling drink and enjoying his walk up, the 18th. He's about to play his third shot into the green, but already he's acknowledging the applause.
And it's a great feeling. Not only is it a great feeling doing it at your first time for your first major professional win, but every time you get a chance to do it, acknowledging the crowds, it's a wonderful feeling, a wonderful time.
He's had a bit of tongue action happening there, obviously trying very hard, and it's worked because he's 4 under for the day. And so he needs a par up the last for a round of 68. Remember when Andrew Coulthard came here in 1994? And he scored a win, and it really gave him the impetus to become a very good player in Europe. Maybe, for this young man, this win might have the same effect.
I agree. Andrew Coulthard went on to many great things over the last 4 years. He's won various championships and led our Order of Merit here, the ANZ money list last year. And this might be the start of something big for this young fella. Good game, good temperament.
Let's hope he can finish his tournament in style.
Good spinning contact.
Really well done from there. Great combination of aggression and also some conservative play today from David Howell.
There's, I think, another good thing that happened today with the wind not getting up too much. There was actually some very, very good golf played. A lot of low scores. It's good to see the players having an opportunity to shoot a decent score.
You saw him having a good long look to his right there. What he was looking at was the leaderboard, saying that David Howell is sitting at the top of everyone. Let's see where Rob Willis has landed. He's going to have a tough one here at the 18th.
Yes, once again, he's hit it down under the bank. It's quite a steep bank. If the rough wasn't there, the ball rolls down 10 or 15 metres below the green surface. And depending on the lie, unfortunately, it depends on what you can do with this shot. There it is, it's sitting down.
Yeah, it's a really ugly lie there. You're just going to have to chop it out.
Little lob wedge, open the face up, play it like a bunker shot if you can. Very, very well played from there. Still, even though he's so close, he's still got a lot of work to do. Downhill left to right putt.
And the grass is as thick as that here, and it takes an awesome amount of skill and an ounce of luck as well.
Yes. Yeah, I agree with that. The more you get in there and play it, the more you get to understand, the less control you have over the ball. It's really a lot of luck involved. Now the young Englishman, for his first professional victory, he's already secured that. He knows his name after tonight's going to be on the Joe Kirkwood Cup. He'll be always remembered as the 1998 Australian PGA champion.
And his name will sit proudly alongside yours and many of the greats of Australian golf who have their name on that trophy.
Thanks, Peter. Yeah, it's one of my prized possessions alongside the British Open trophy, of course, and the Australian Masters trophy. This for birdie.
As is customary, he'll mark.
That's all he needed there. All he was trying to do, hit it down there close so he could tap it in for his par. Would have been a bonus had it gone in, of course. Now, Rob Willis is at 2 under par, and with a putt here for birdie, he'd go to 3 under, which would move him out of a 4-way tie for 5th into outright 5th. So there's quite a bit of money riding on this. I know a lot of you at home wonder how you'd be feeling over a putt for thousands of dollars. Well, let's have a look at him.
What would the difference be, Ian? $10,000 if you'd have...
I don't know exactly, but about that I would say, yes. $500,000 up for grabs this week.
Courtesy of the sponsors MasterCard, and their flags flying proudly outside the clubhouse. Let's see if Rob Willis can tidy up for his par, and there's a bug just getting in his way. Off you go. So this is for a par round for Rob Willis. I should say, a round of 73 for Rob Willis, and he finishes at 2 under the card. So the way is paved now, with 63 players in the clubhouse, for the man who really has commanded this tournament to taste victory for the first time as a professional. Three-year-old David Howell from Swindon maybe has just tasted the impetus to launch his professional career.
Well, another foreign player that came over here in 1982 was Sam Torrance. Also won the Australian PGA Championship for his first foreign victory. And it's a great feeling. He's really enjoying it.
I wonder now if we'll find out about the bet he had with Terry Price.
Yeah, there has been a bet between the two of them. Look at the look of, no doubt, happiness on his face, but also Ian Baker Finch, I'd imagine, relief, because it's been a long 24 hours for him. Everyone was talking about 6-shot leads being squandered at this very golf course, and he has shown steely reserve today, and not only has held on, but has gone away.
And the one more important thing he has yet to do is to sign his card. He'll go to the official scorer's box. He'll come back out and sign all those caps and balls and visors for the youngsters later. But he really needs to do that now. Concentrate on what he has left.
And he'll sign for a round of 68 today. A broad smile on the face of the Englishman, David Howell. A round of 68 for him, and a round of 73 for his playing companion, Robert Willis. So let's check the standings at the end of the MasterCard PGA Championship. David Howell is our winner by 7 shots from tied for second, Stephen Ames and Terry Price. In 4th position, Craig Spence, the young Victorian, with a great finish for him. Anthony Wall, another Englishman, on the leaders board, along with the Tasmanian Brett Partridge at 2 under the card. Rob Willis and Stephen Allen also at 2 under the card, and the only other player in red figures, Paul Morantz, at 1 under. We'll have the presentation of the Joe Kirkwood Cup after this break.
You had 300 today, 4 birdies, 1 bogey. A lot better than yesterday.
Yeah, Ozzy, I guess the wind blew from the same direction as the first 2 days today, so perhaps a little bit more comfortable on the course.
Yeah, I noticed yesterday you struggled a little bit with the putter, but today the form was back to the first couple of days.
Yeah, it was a little frustrating on the front 9, and that perhaps led to the tournament being a 1-horse race, but a nice way to finish with that short one at the last.
Yeah, definitely. David played well today, and the best you can do is, if you're not going to win, is run second, and you've done that in very good style.
Yeah, I was very happy with that. David played very well yesterday, and I knew he was going to be very hard to run down today, so all credit to him.
And you're off to play the TPC next week at Royal Queensland. A bit more familiar with that course than this one?
Yeah, looking forward to playing the TPC. I didn't play there last year. I was at the US Tour School, so looking forward to the challenge of Royal Queensland.
Okay, very well done today, and good luck next week.
Appreciate it, Ozzy. Thanks.
Ozzy Moore talking with Terry Price, and we'll see him at Royal Queensland next week. Well done to Pricey, well done to Stephen Ames, but especially well done to that man, the winner. And he's about to receive the Joe Kirkwood Cup, the official presentation is ready on the 18th green. Perhaps not quite ready as yet. Stephen Ames arriving out there with David Howell, and Tim Webster just getting ready to make the official presentation, just calling all of the dignitaries onto the 18th green.
And of course, we were talking about the prize money these players were playing for. I made a little mistake there. It's actually $600,000 in total we're playing for this week. The Australian PGA Championship, $108,000 to our winner, David Howell.
That'll buy a few Guinnesses.
A cheque of 50,000 and change for the runners-up. And this is the ritual we all go through when we come in off the 18th green, go to the official scorer's hut, grab a handful
lollies.
Exactly. Grab a handful of jelly beans or a green or red frog. I remember the girls always used to ask me to make sure I brought out a few lollies for them once I got in there.
And that, of course, was just a few moments ago. Now David Howell is out on the 18th, and he is ready to accept that wonderful cheque and, of course, the wonderful trophy as the MasterCard Australian PGA champion.
Peter, he certainly is. And ladies and gentlemen, we've seen an absolutely stunning 4 days of golf from this man. Let's thank him for the entertainment first. David Howell. And nipping at his heels, but couldn't quite get close enough to get hold of the ankle, Terry Price and Stephen Ames. Give them a hand too. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a bit of a cliche, and it's a true one. You just cannot do golf tournaments of this magnitude without a sponsor. They are vital, and we love them for it. Would you please welcome the General Manager of MasterCard in Australia to present the trophy and the cheque to David Howell. Please welcome John Verco.
Thank you, Tim, and ladies and gentlemen, and also fellow spectators up there who I'm sure, like me, would one day like to be able to play with the great skill and that we have seen demonstrated over the 4 days of this tournament. But I would particularly like to thank the New South Wales Golf Club, because this is such a marvellous course and delivered in such wonderful conditions today. I think all of us can be very thankful for the New South Wales Club for doing that. So congratulations to the New South Wales Club. But ladies and gentlemen, we're really here today to honour these gentlemen sitting here and the other pros that are in the room changing or have left the course now, because really it's their great skill that we came here to watch today. It really has been a marvellous tournament from a MasterCard's point of view. It's, as usual, thrilled us to be involved, and we will continue in Australia to be very involved in golf as the years continue. It now gives me, ladies and gentlemen, great pleasure to present to David Howell, today's tournament winner, and I understand your first tournament win, David, the trophy. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, keep it with you, absolutely. They can stay with you for a while. David, I noticed here on 18 when you marked the ball, you allowed yourself just a little smile and a little sigh. Must be nice to be all over, but great to win.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, going into today with a healthy lead, but, you know, from there it's I'm expected to win maybe, and only everything can go wrong. So it was nice to play as well as I did today and come up the last with, I think, a 7-shot lead was a great feeling.
Well, nothing went wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, this man had rounds of 69, 66, 72, 68. And those of you who are members here, yeah, they give that a big hand. I'm sure there's a few members of New South Wales sitting up there on the banks, and they are great golf scores, and it must be particularly pleasing to win your first one and to win it at a tough course like this.
Oh, definitely. I've been coming here this is my 3rd year now, and I've enjoyed it every year. It's such a great golf course here, and the conditions, you know, they throw up something different every day, like they did this week. And it's just a pleasure to play here, really, and to play as well as I have. It's just a great feeling. Yeah.